Hey everybody, this is Michael from Second Revision, and today I'm going to start a little mini-series about the Arduino UNO. For my first video, I am going to show you how to do the hello world of the Arduino. So if you've never done any programming, never used any hardware, any software, this is probably the easiest thing that you can do. So here on the camera I have an Arduino UNO. It is a Rev 3 Arduino UNO, and I have it plugged in to the USB port. And currently there is a little LED blinking. This is the hello world of the Arduino UNO. So this little LED is actually tied to pin 13 here. And 13 also goes to the header, so you can use 13 as an input and output. But it comes attached to this LED so that you can turn the LED on and off, and you can see that you're actually doing something without having to go get an LED and a resistor and hook them up. So what we're going to do is, first things first, is you're going to plug your Arduino UNO into your USB port, and it should install a driver. The next thing that you're going to do is open your Arduino software. If you do not have that, you can go to arduino.cc and download the software. So from arduino.cc, let's see if I can show this to you. You can go to arduino.cc, you can click on software, downloads, and you can download the version that best works for you, which I just downloaded the Windows installer. And that, when you open it up, will look like this. It will say, if they call them sketches, each program is called a sketch, and the latest version is 1.8.10, and this is your basic Arduino UNO sketch. The next thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have the right board selected. I have an Arduino UNO, and COM3 is my Arduino UNO. This is another Arduino that is plugged into my computer. It's actually a 3D printer, but for right now, this COM3 is the board we want, which is this board right here. So in order to do your hello world for your Arduino UNO, we are going to type in a few things to our sketch. So there are two main functions in the Arduino world. The first is setup, void setup. Void just means it doesn't return anything. We'll go over that in a later video. But the two things you need to know are that setup runs one time and loop runs continuously forever. So it is an endless loop. So therefore you can program in a routine that will repeat itself or constantly look for an input, and when it sees the input it performs an action, otherwise it does nothing. But right now we are going to do our basic hello world. So in order to do that, we need to tell our Arduino UNO, which is this microchip here, it's an Atmel Atmega 328P. We need to tell our chip here that pin 13 is an output. And so in the Arduino world, to do that, we type in pin mode, and then the pin we want, and then in all caps, we tell the Arduino that pin 13 is an output. So you have to type it exactly like this with a capital M, lowercase p, and then output is all capitalized. And then we're going to go ahead and tell the Arduino that we want pin 13 to be low, which means off. Low, off, high, on. So right now, the only thing that's going to happen is that we are going to declare pin 13 as an output, and then we are going to turn it off. So that's the first thing that'll happen. It'll run one time. And then we'll jump into our loop here. So in our loop, we want this LED to blink. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the output on. So in order to turn the output on, we turn it high. So now our output is on. If we just did that, the LED would turn on and stay on forever. But we want it to blink. So we want to turn it off. So we already did that up here. So let's copy and paste that. So now it'll turn on and off. But it'll turn on and off extremely fast. So fast that it'll actually just look like it's dimmed. It'll still look like it's on. So what we need to do is pause in between our turning on and turning off. So what we can do in the Arduino world is we can delay for 500 milliseconds. So the default unit for delay is milliseconds. So if I do 500 milliseconds, that is half a second. So we will turn on our LED, and then we will wait for half a second. We'll turn off our LED, and then we need to wait another half second. And then go back, and it will loop back around. On, delay, off, delay, loop back around. And so that's it. That's the code required to blink an LED on your Arduino. So what we're going to do is we are going to upload this. Let's make sure I have the right board so I don't upload to my 3D printer. You have to save it. So let's just call it LED blink. And we uploaded. And once we upload, our LED here will blink. So there you go. There's our hello world for an Arduino UNO. And you can change some of the things here. You can change the delay if you want. So we can say 100 milliseconds and upload. And now it blinks on and off every 1/10 of a second. Or we can make it a lot longer. Add an extra 0 here, and it'll stay on for a second and turn off for 1 second. So there you go. That is the hello world for an Arduino UNO. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick intro to the Arduino. I'm hoping to start putting out a whole mini series on the Arduino UNO, from this very, very basic first step to a lot more complicated things on the Arduino, and eventually the Atmega 328P by itself. So hopefully we can get to that. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you want to see more, and click that little bell to get notifications about our new videos. We'll be doing a lot more here shortly. So thanks guys, and take care.